Hey, everybody. It's Marty Bahama. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about relationship building. So, hopefully, we'll get a lot of people to come in here. It's been a while since I've seen the Buzz team members. We used to go live a lot in our Facebook groups, and then we started going live on here. And then here lately, I've been putting so many screen sharing videos inside of our Facebook group that it's just been everybody's been covered up with a ton of business and building a lot of relationships. So once you come in here, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to give me a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. But if you could like it and thumbs up, whatever, that's going to help with our algorithms. You're going to help us out, help us get the word out there. Obviously we're trying to help people, trying to help people close a lot of transactions. I've had a lot of people reach out to me here lately to give me a big thank you to say, "Hey, Marty, thanks to you, I've not had to do near as much as I used to when I first started with the buzz." And what I mean by that, most people starts with the buzz. We teach you how to get on Facebook, use your phone, get out there and start bringing in a lot of clients. But after time, you bring in so many clients, you're able to sit back and not have to worry about posting there as much because you've got so many people. And along the way, you developed a lot of relationships. So, for example, hey, what's up? What's up, Don Marie? Do me a favor and share this out there too. Thank you. So, for example, you're able to get out there and post, learn how to use the Facebook groups to start building these relationships. And dude, we're talking about instant relationships. So, I'm on a Zoom call today with some of our loan officers out of our South Carolina branch. And we're doing a little training, talking about origination and talking about how to meet people and how hard it used to be to meet people before the Facebook groups, how hard it was to try to create a nice relationship, develop some rapport, figure out, hey, is this the kind of person I want to work with? Are we going to be able to do some business together? Because in our world of being real estate agents or being loan originators or insurance agents, whatever you're doing, you got to get your name out there. And then you got to cultivate these relationships, whether it be with the future clients, whether it would be with coworkers, people in the same industry, especially being a real estate agent where you're able to, you know, get referrals, work referrals of each other and get, people buying houses, people selling houses. So there's different avenues you can take. And so today on that Zoom call, we started talking about the different avenues our loan officers were taking at that time, the things they were doing. And one of the things for sure that I told them, when you're a real estate agent or a loan originator, you don't ever want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want to be able to work with multiple people. You want to have multiple lenders out there you're working with. Even though I'm a loan officer, even though Kamikaze, Christy, and me wrote this book and figured out how to keep people from never having to pay for advertising again, just because that's the case, most people say, well, you shouldn't be teaching other people, first of all, how to use these Facebook groups. And second, why do you want to tell a realtor to go out there and find another loan officer besides you? And that's because there's so much business coming out of these Facebook groups, we can't see straight. People are not used to our world. People are not used to the world of where you just got unlimited clients coming in the door. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you, Don Marie. Hope that sounds good. Ha ha ha. Yes. And say hello when you come in the door. Sometimes we'll have some video issues and things will fall apart a little bit, so you'll have to bear with us. But I'm telling you, the buzz is only getting stronger. It's only getting better. People are now starting to realize, since they've been Buzz team members for 2 or 3 years, 4 years, they're starting to realize, wow, this is amazing. Because now, like for example, Val called me up. He's a branch manager up in Colorado, and he said, "Hey, Marty, I just want to say thanks." And I was like, "Hey, no problem. What was it? Thanks for what?" He goes, "You know what for what? 2 years ago, you taught me how to use these Facebook groups. Now, 2 years later, I have developed so many great relationships with real estate agents that I don't need to worry about posting anymore. That I've got them reaching out to me, sending me contracts, sending me clients because they know I can get the job done." So that's where it really starts at. No matter what you're doing, you can be you can learn how to use the buzz and you can bring in a zillion people, but you gotta care, and second, you've got to really try to help this person achieve this goal, achieve this dream. Sometimes it's not always going to happen instant. So we learn how to put people on these paths, but we also use the Facebook Messenger groups and the Messenger to create this direct connection. So, for example, back to that Zoom call, Steve, one of my branch managers in South Carolina, he says, well, Marty, I've never tried to go out there and find a real estate agent. And I said, well, back in my day in the early 2000s, I was a realtor in the mid 90s, but in the early 2000s, getting to the mortgage side, you had to go out there and try to buy some donuts, try to buy some candy, some sweets, something, and then go knock on a real estate agent's door, an office, and say, hey, I'm Marty. I'm the best loan officer ever. But it wasn't so easy because a lot of times the real estate agents were out making money. They're out showing houses. They're out listing property. And usually what you'd have left in that office would be an office manager. So that was a very hard way for a loan originator to meet a real estate agent. And I remember getting on Google many years ago, probably around 2012, and just typing in realtor in Nashville because I covered all of Tennessee. I just typed a realtor in Nashville and come across a couple of realtors. And one of them in particular, we're still good friends, Linda Wagner, as far as we've done plenty of business together, seen each other many clients because she knew I could get the loan done too. And that's the thing. You got to count on that other person. So for example, I tell everybody, if you put all your eggs in one basket, well, then you're counting on that one person to never have any issues. That one person may run into a flat tire, a wrecked car, a broken leg, something may happen. So you got to find, and plus, one thing's for sure, I'm not good at manufacturing loans as a loan officer. I wasn't good at the 203K loans. So if somebody come to me and said, Marty, hey, I got this client here that needs to get a manufactured house. Do you want to be the one to do it? No, I don't. So sometimes loan officers don't want every single deal. Sometimes they want the easier ones or the ones that at least ain't going to be such a pain. So it's all about working together, staying on that same page, but also to using the messenger to communicate. So we're on that Zoom call today, and Steve goes out there and he drops a post that says, hey, can anybody recommend a realtor that needs more clients? Within minutes, he had 7 people. A few people got tagged in there. A few people went there and said, me. Because the reality of it is, until we figured out how to use these Facebook groups, until we learn how to use the buzz formula, you always had to chase leads. You always were chasing leads. You had to buy leads. You had to beg people for business. You tried to get knock on your friends and family's doors. Realtors are doing open houses. Now you've got people coming directly to you, and you stay so covered up with business. There's no need for chasing anymore. Now it's a whole different world. Now it's a matter of, do I want to work with this client? Do I not want to work with this client because I've got so many coming in the door? But with that being said, it's still about building relationships. So I was on that Zoom call with Neil too. He was on there today. He's one of our best, our area manager, branch manager out in South Carolina in the Greenville area. And he come into the business not knowing anything about the business. In 1 month, in August of 2020, he made close to 50 grand. Serious numbers, closed over like right around 2.5 million in volume. And he did that by the relationships that he had built from when he first got into this business and he first started learning how to use the buzz, and he was posting and he was posting. And then he started helping realtors post that didn't have clients. Plenty of realtors out there don't even have nobody to talk to. They need people to talk to. And that's exactly what the Facebook groups do for you is they give you all those people to talk to. And they make it so easy that you know exactly what's happening before they do. You know exactly what to say, what to do before they even know it's coming. Especially when you join the Buzz because we got it all laid out for you. So if you're not a Buzz team member, subscribe, message me directly, and I'll let you know what it takes to become a Buzz team member. Or just keep following me because you're going to pick up something every time you see one of our videos. You're going to learn something. I'm one of the very few, what I consider a non marketer, because Kamikaze Christy and me, we're still in this business. We're still closing loans. I don't upsell anybody. We don't raise any kind of prices. We've been the same forever. One time fee of $4.95 and $10 a month. And there's nobody complaining. We've got hundreds of Buzz team members, realtors, loan officers, insurance agents, car salesmen, business owners. It doesn't matter. It works for everybody. I just proved it with the guy selling property. He's selling 3 10-acre lots down below Nashville. He's been watching me on in the Facebook groups now for about a year, he said. And he's like, man, I've tried everything. I've done the marketplace. I did the Facebook paid ads. I can't get any traction out there, but I see you everywhere. Will you help me sell this property? Sure. Three 10-acre property, three 10-acre plots, over a hundred, right around 100,000, 109,000 for each one. Within about 2 days, he's already got one sold. Just for me changing the cover photos on my groups. And when I change that cover photo, people start getting notified. They get notified of that cover change. And that's how we have changed the game for real estate agents and loan originators and insurance agents and everybody out there is we learn how to use everybody else's groups to bring in endless clients. We learn how to find endless sellers, not just buyers. And then we learn how to build our own group and we learn how to buy Facebook groups. So there's so many parts to the buzz that everybody usually finds one way they really love. I've got some people that they just love buying Facebook groups and they love putting their business card on top of those Facebook groups. I've got some people that loves just focusing on finding sellers and using everybody else's groups out there to find endless sellers and work those referrals. So there's so many different onions or I mean layers to this onion that's why when you get into the buzz team and you start becoming more on your phone and less on your computer. And then you start realizing really how easy this is and how free it is to not have to do any kind of paid advertising, how great it feels to always know where your next client's coming from and how easy it is to find them. And there's thousands upon thousands of groups out there, and they're only getting better. I hope this helps, guys. It's about building relationships. That is the big key. We're trying to teach our loan originators. You can be a great loan originator, but you still got to be a great communicator. You got to be able to communicate. Don't be dodging calls. We use the messenger groups almost, we call it the buzz loop, as a way of intertwining everybody together. And I'm telling you, everybody's loving it. The realtors are loving it. The processors are loving it. The loan officers are loving it. Join the buzz today. All right, guys. I hope this helps. See you, see you, see you. The buzz is out. I'll see you guys again next week. If you need anything, if you got any kind of problems, any kind of issues, if you want any kind of advice whatsoever, reach out to me anytime. Whether you're a Buzz team member or not, don't hesitate to reach out to Marty Human, aka Marty Bahama. See you, see you, see you.